been reflecting on how we got this far, even when the pressure's on, finessing strong. Plus I got my team around me heavy, ain't no extra bros. You can keep them. Giuseppe's on delusional. Who gon' be there for you if you lose it all? Question that, who gon' have your mama back? Think about it, it's so much more than life, take advantage. We gon' get this money, stack this paper, and be alright. We gon' run it, keep on running, keep on.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Bills going up against the Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and our home team. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Oh, the spin. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. Oh, design run for their wideout. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Wentz now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd down, 8. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now Wentz. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And Robinson with a big catch. A Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Airing it out for Hearns. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. That goes for a gain of 31. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he's got it up and through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. A swing pass caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time. But now you get to sit up here with me. Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Going to run the draw with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them. If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll start out on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better. And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. Fournette, a first down carry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember? Oh, that one play. Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away. And finding Pruitt. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half. No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard. Second down now after the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bortles will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy. In this situation, if they decide to take a shot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, some strong running. And shutting him off. Now open field. A big chunk on the ground there. 27 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Wentz now on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Wentz. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Larry, go back to the green room, my friend. These guys are ready to go again. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Fournette. And, oh, he is really laid out out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd down, it's McKinney, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. Bortles now on 1st down. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And here come the Bills. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Time running out here on the play clock. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Jaguars getting set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green. Ace.
Now Bortles. Dancing to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 81 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got room. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second and goal from the 7. On the run, it's Crowell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here we go now. Left.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And, a crusher there as it's in. And, he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes left side. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Bortles to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Left. Here we go now. Right, 58, right.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be got a vision that's endless. They told me